Member of Bastille joins us now. No stranger to the Brit Awards, of course. Performed at the Brits at 2014 when they won Best Breakthrough Act. Nominated as Best Group 2014 and 17. From Plymouth, Chris Woody Wood. Woody, morning.
Morning, guys. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, we're good, thank you. We're assuming you watched the Brits last night.
I did, yeah. We had to keep that little secret on the route for quite a while. So actually, the rest of us jumped on the plane back with Dan yesterday. So I was sat on my sofa watching it on TV last night.
I loved your tweet last night as well. You said he said he was only going out for milk, and there, look at him on stage with Pink.
Cheeky blighter, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's in all fairness, he did so well, and also that song like not necessarily like in his ideal range. So yeah, to kind of pull that out of the bag, I thought he absolutely smashed it.
Oh, you were critiquing him there a little bit.
Oh yeah, always.
That's what we asked you to do this morning, wasn't it? Be a critique. We'll talk about your touring and all that, because I know how hectic you guys work and all the miles you cover. George Ezra, he was a big star last night, wasn't he, Woody?
Oh, he's great. So we're quite fortunate, obviously, doing this job. You get to meet people when you're playing festivals and stuff. So we've run into George like several times, and he's genuinely a really nice bloke. It's not some sort of act put on with the camera. It's just a really sweet dude, and I couldn't be happier for him, because obviously that album, he absolutely smashed it last year. So he deserves every kind of plaudit he gets.
There was a whole crossover, a complete different range from one end of the scale to the other when it came to musical taste last night, wasn't there? We had boy bands, girl bands, solo males, dance as well. Calvin Harris winning, Hugh Jackman opening the show in a kind of West End performance.
Well, the Hugh Jackman thing's kind of weird, because that album, I think it's The Greatest Showman, that soundtrack, that just skewed the album charts for about, I think, 3 or 4 months. It wouldn't go away. It was number one for forever. So
it'll probably go back there now after that, won't it?
It absolutely will, yeah, for another 3 years, I'm sure.
Best Group last night, Woody, The 1975. A fan of their work?
Yeah, again, this sounds like I'm just trying to pretend I've got tons of mates, but yeah, we've known these boys a while. Again, really pleased with them. They work insanely hard. They came up at the exact same time as us, so we were kind of like kind of peers, I guess you'd say, on the way up. But yeah, they just tour endlessly, work really hard, and yeah, I think British music's in a pretty healthy state at the minute.
Well, we were talking earlier on this week about some research that had come out about less women in the charts at the moment. But seeing last night on stage, Pink for a start, but Dua Lipa as well. We saw pictures of Rita Ora. So there was a heavy presence on the girls' camp, wasn't there?
Yeah, massively. But also, I think people like, Anne-Marie didn't win any awards last night, but I think she gets overlooked because she's also like a really talented writer in her own right. Also writes for other people. So, I mean, there's an absolute wealth of talent in amongst the women at the minute. So, I mean, it's definitely kind of coming back the right way. So, last year was the year of grime artists kind of being properly recognised, and this year, thankfully, women are getting a lot more recognition, as is fully deserved.
How do you put the importance, how do you describe the importance, Woody, of the Brits? Because I mentioned when you and your colleagues in Bastille won the Breakthrough Act, I can't believe that was 5 years ago.
I've aged about 10 years since then, yeah, don't worry.
Surely not. How important it is for the British music industry and how it has shaped the future from that point of Bastille.
I mean, this is like a kind of a cliche trope to pull out, but awards don't necessarily matter. Obviously, it's lovely to get nominated and lovely to pick them up. Obviously, no one's going to turn them down. But I think the Brits is more of like a point in time where everyone can just take a breath and look back at like the previous 12 months of music or so. Because I mean, at the minute, you get just bombarded every Friday with tons and tons of new music. So I think it can feel like a bit of a relentless onslaught. So yeah, just to kind of take a minute and look back over the last 12 months, I think it's just like quite healthy for everyone's sanity more than anything else.
Well, back to Bastille as well. You guys are really busy at the moment, aren't you?
Well, yeah, we actually so we flew in from Warsaw yesterday. I'm going to get on a plane in a bit, going back to Prague. So we're going to resume our European tour. So we're out until mid-March.
But you were doing the nursery run this morning with the children.
That's right, yeah.
Brilliant.
Got the boys off, yeah.
Brilliant.
Rock and roll's not dead, eh? Yeah.
But
So,
keep performing, MTV has been announced for Plymouth for 4 days. Have you been have you been contacted at all?
We've not. I think it's quite rare for a festival to book you 2 years in a row. Obviously, I'd love to be the house band, but I don't see it happening personally. But you never know.
I'll tell you what, we'll set up our own. We'll set up our own if it doesn't happen. You can come to our roadshow. We'll do one in the garden here, and you can all come and perform for us.
Yeah, perfect.
Right, we've got
there
that.
We are.
You've
we
said
got that on
that's
record.
Recorded.
Yeah, that's recorded. Woody, I just think it's brilliant that you're so down to earth, and you've done the run with the boys this morning, and much continued success. Brilliant to hear from you. Thanks for coming on. Know how busy you are today.
My pleasure, guys. Thanks for having us on, and please don't forget Devon is still green and white.
Oh, Woody, for goodness!
I've got to be neutral on this programme, Woody.
Yeah,
but someone in the background agrees with you.
Someone's just said the words Exeter City in my ear. What does that mean?
Wasn't me.
Who?
Yeah, Woody. Thank you. Good luck with your trip.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Went back to politics then, didn't it?
Yeah. I love the fact he's so down to earth with everything, though. He's brilliant, isn't he? Chris Woody from Bastille.